Hi everyone, my name is Kaustubh Kale. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So today we are going to discuss on what are the important components of a trading framework. So what are the things that you should keep in mind if you want to build a trading framework which you want to trade for a long time, sustainably and consistently. The first thing is you should have a predefined set of entry rules. So these are parameters depending on which, if they trigger, you will enter a trade. These can be technical or fundamental. Generally these are technical in nature, where you combine few parameters, oscillators, indicators, etc., or price patterns, chart patterns, etc., to arrive at an entry rule. These are typically multiple parameters. Once triggered, you will enter into a trade. Similarly, you have an exit rule. Now this can be either to book profits or to book your stop losses, both of which is very, very important in trading. So once you have the entry rules in set, your trade gets triggered, you enter a trade, you have to already know in advance what are the parameters that if triggered, you will exit the trade, whether in profit or in losses. There's a concept called as trailing stop loss, which is also something that's very important here. The third important component of a trading framework is to have a money management or risk management strategy in place. For instance, you have a defined capital which you are allocating towards trading. Now in this case, you have to define which instruments you would want to trade, whether it is one instrument or multiple instruments. Accordingly, you have to allocate it to multiple instruments or to that one instrument. In this case, when you define out of your trading capital, you will be obviously keeping a certain amount which is kept as cushion or idle. So all of this is something which is important, which will help you develop a good trading framework. That how should you manage risk, how should you manage the available money so that it can help you in sustainable trading. This is something which is very, very important. And where will you understand this, or how will you understand to arrive at this? It is something which you will develop or finally decipher out after a backtesting exercise that you do. So it's very important to research, to learn, to backtest and continuously retest your strategy. इन केस अगर आपको सेम स्ट्रेटेजी पास्ट में करनी होती तो उसके रिजल्ट कैसे आते, बेस्ड ऑन दैट यू विल हैव टू डिफाइन ऑल दीज एंट्री रूल्स, एग्जिट रूल्स, मनी मैनेजमेंट एंड रिस्क मैनेजमेंट. The fourth very, very important parameter or the trading framework component is to have, or rather build a psychology and to be very cognizant of your biases, which comes under behavioral finance. So as traders and investors, we all showcase, or rather we show some biases which every trader or investor does. Once we are cognizant of it, or once we are aware of it in advance, we know that what is impacting our psychology. So all these ground rules and psychology building will happen once you are aware of the kind of biases that generally traders or investors reflect. You have built an entry rules kind of framework, then you have decided your exit rules. You have also decided what is the money management that you're going to do, whether it is going to be a hedge strategy, whether it is going to be an unhedged strategy. If it's a hedge strategy, how will you hedge it, etc., all of that stuff. And then finally, behavioral finance. So all of this, once you are very confident about the entry rules, exit rules, your risk management is defined after your backtesting exercises, you will be very confident and you will already know those ground rules that your strategy has, जिसके वजह से you will be able to successfully trade. So that is why we say that all of this is important. So to revise, entry rules, parameters जिसके basis पे आप enter करोगे trade, when will you enter a trade, what are the trigger points, exit rules, when will you book profits, or when will your trade hit a stop loss. All are predefined in nature. Third is money management, risk management, that how will you allocate it to various instruments, hedged, unhedged, what is the amount that you will keep idle, and obviously behavioral finance, which is understanding your biases, building psychology and having certain ground rules in place. So this is typically it. If this was useful and interesting, please drop in a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much everyone. My name is Kaustubh Kale.